We some sexy motherfuckers, they some sexy motherfuckers. We some sexy motherfuckers, they some sexy motherfuckers. They some sexy motherfuckers, they some sexy motherfuckers. We some sexy motherfuckers, they the gentlemen with cocktails, yeah!
Aloha,
Lord, I love
everyone.
that more every time I hear it. I'm sorry, I stepped on your aloha, sir.
Oh, you're good, man. We are live and inspired tonight. Sorry for the mishaps. We had a little bit of technical difficulties, and my co-host is putting a big old fat dip in right now. But I am one of your co-hosts, Gregory. Cobra, also known as Handsome Cobra. And
I am Chris Swartzlander, also known as the not so handsome Cobra.
or the Chris in some realms.
Yes, known throughout the realms as the Chris.
The one and only the Chris. But yes, we are live.
You stole my sandwich out of the fridge. Yeah. You got a lot going on tonight, man.
I know, we do.
A lot to talk about.
Hell yeah. Yeah, we have a few topics that we're going to dive into. First off, I just wanted to say that Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers, if you will, she has currently made $834 million at the box office, and they're predicting that she's going to cross over 9 million this weekend. So we'll see. We'll see what the box office says tomorrow at around like 11 or 12 p.m. So
that's pretty good.
Yeah. Some people are predicting that it may cross a billion, may not cross a billion. I'm pretty hopeful that it will. I kind of hope that it does cross $1 billion. I don't know.
I'd like to see that happen.
I would too.
I mean, it. You know, whenever a superhero movie does well, I mean, it bodes well for all of us.
It does.
Who like superhero movies, because it means they'll keep making them. Now, if they were to put out, my God, could you imagine them putting out like 3 bombs in a row? It would be over.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and also
that would just be awful. That would just be awful.
Well, see, and that's the other thing too. It's kind of like with the Spider-Man movies, like the Amazing Spider-Man and Amazing Spider-Man 1. They both made like a buku amount of money. It was just, in Sony's eyes, it was just very disappointing money. Like they thought probably those should have made $1 billion, you know. And it's like, if like Captain Marvel, and that's the thing, like with Captain Marvel.
Well, they should have casted it better and written a better story.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things where I don't want that to be like the same matter where it's like, okay, yeah, Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers made a fuck ton of money, but it was like this. We should have broken $1 billion. Why did we only get $920 million?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's like one of those motherfucker. Yeah. I wish to God I had $920 billion. I mean, it's like,
yeah, it's gotten to the point where, you know, unless a movie approaches the $1 billion mark, it's not considered a critical success. And I'm like, that's insane that it's not considered.
Yeah,
I mean, I'd be happy if a movie made 500 million, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, you know, look at
depending on what I spent on it.
Look at the Justice League. I mean, it made like 600 and something, and it barely broke fucking even. You know. You okay there, buddy?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Justice League made like 600.
You know, I love that movie, but I hated it at the same time. You know. Yep.
Well, you got some delay going on, brother.
Marvel films. I finally saw Spider-Man in.
What's up?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. You had like some bad delay going on.
Test.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. I can hear you, dude.
I still do. Looks like we caught up.
Yeah. I can hear you.
You there? All right. Okay.
I can hear you.
It took a second for the ping to catch up, for the rubber band to straighten out. Speaking of movies, I finally saw the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse film, and it was excellent.
Really?
Yeah, am I lagging that badly?
No, you're not. You're not lagging at all. I can hear you. It's just that on your end, I guess
Okay.
I'm lagging. So there's a delay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good, man.
Oh, I know I'm good.
So yeah, well, hey, that was the show, folks. Thanks for stopping by. As always, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and as always, aloha. Now. So did you? So what was your? So you liked it? You liked the Into the Spider-Verse?
It was. I mean, it won an Oscar for a reason, and it was probably one of the best animated films I'd seen in a long time. It was beautifully done. It paid nice respect to Miles Morales' character, while not crapping on the Peter Parker character, which I thought was really, really important for a nice balance between older and new fans.
Yeah.
And I loved all I loved all the tertiary characters. What was most upsetting to me was Peter Parker was so bad.
Yeah, like
it was so awful. They had a short that came along with the film, and it was almost unwatchable. And I'm like, I love this character. Why are you doing this to me? This is one of the main reasons I wanted to see that movie was because Peter Parker was on it, and they just ruined him.
That's like when I was in the movie theater, man. Well, see, they didn't show that short. Like I saw it at Target, and I almost picked it up, but I picked up another movie that I'll probably talk about a little bit later. But and it was on sale, so like $10. Debbie Does Dallas. No, I didn't go back to the 70s on that one. But no, it was actually but no, yeah. I don't want to get into it right now. But no, yeah, like when I saw it in the movie theater, they didn't have that mini movie, the little short, but I saw like advertised on the box on the Blu-ray, so I was like, oh, okay, I'll have to pick that up when I pick up Aquaman next week, because next Tuesday Aquaman comes out on Blu-ray. Yeah.
Aqua
Bro.
That's gonna be awesome.
I know, man.
That's gonna be awesome.
That's like
it's a great film.
Yeah, oh, fuck, man, I love it. It didn't cross 1.2 billion. It was at like 1.13 when it
man
stopped. I know, it was pretty. I'm sorry, man. It didn't get to your 1.2, but damn, that's pretty damn close, though, man. You pretty much predicted.
It made some money.
Yeah.
It made some money. And
it was a lot closer than me because I didn't know what the fuck it was gonna make. I was like, I hope it breaks the billion.
I was surprised it was so good.
Yeah.
I think it was almost a no-brainer, considering the audience reaction to Jason Momoa's Aquaman in the Justice League film. He was probably the most well-liked of all the characters that they presented. So I knew it would make some money, but wow, that's good. That's a nice piece. What did that cost to make? Do you know?
I can look that up real quick. I want to say it was like 100. It was like 200 million or 170 $1 million, but let me just double check. Aquaman movie. All right, here we go. It cost, kind sir. Okay, so the budget was 160 to 200 million dollars, and
wow.
And okay, so the box office. Okay, so and the official box office is $1.147 billion. So just
Wow.
yeah. So just under 1.5.
Wow.
Or 1.15.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
At least that's what the Wikipedia says. And like, as all my college professors would say when I was back in college, Wikipedia is the devil. But I will tell our viewers a little tip. If you go all the way down to the notes section, there's a thing called references, and you can actually just click on those motherfuckers. And there you go. There's your source.
And look at the actual references, yes.
Yeah. So that's it. It's like, so your professors are full of fucking shit. Just
well, I mean, you can also, you can doctor a wiki page or change a wiki page. Anyone can make a change on it. I mean, it's not like secure, and it's not like always the right knowledge that's on there.
But yeah, I mean, but you can't say that fucking George Washington was the savior of the Civil War because someone's gonna catch that shit, right? I mean, back in the day, yeah. I mean, I would say like,
well, yeah, something like that. But I mean, small details.
They have editors and stuff. They pay people to. That's why they're always asking for fucking donations, man. Have you ever gone on like Wikipedia and they're like, oh, hey, if you like this page, why don't you donate? It's like,
I donate all the time.
Oh, do you really? Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, they're always asking for fucking donations.
That's just like I did the PBS.
Oh, really?
No, I didn't donate. They needed to donate to me. I was broke.
Wait, you didn't donate to fucking Wikipedia, man? Even though everyone friggin' uses it.
No.
No, don't feel bad, man. I didn't donate to that either.
I mean, it does it by choice. It's not like,
yeah, that's exactly. It's
someone's twisting his arm and saying, "Hey, do it."
Yeah. I mean, no, you're right. You're right.
Like, I mean, it's almost like me running up and watching someone's car window with some spit in a piece of newspaper and then demanding they give me money. I mean, they didn't really want it. It's nice that it's there, and it's nice that I did it for him, but he didn't really want it. He's not going to pay me.
Going out with your spray bottle and shit, like in heavy traffic. Oh, here, let me clean that windshield off for you, man. You got some let me spit shine that for you, baby. Where's my nickel?
That's pretty. That's $5.
That's that spick and span shot, baby. It's like, you know.
Oh, Lord.
But yeah, no. But yeah, I like the Aqua Bro. I can't wait for that to come out on Blu-ray so I can actually own it. But no, the movie I picked up is called 3 Billboards Outside of Edmonton. No, it's called 3 Billboards Outside of Edmonton, Missouri. I think it has Francis McDormand.
Oh, I wanted to see that.
Harrelson. Yeah. I picked it up for like $10, man, at Target, and it's actually really good. Sam Rockwell's in it. Justin Hammer.
I like Sam Rockwell.
Yeah.
He's an amazing actor. He's been in tons of stuff.
His story arc through the movie is really it's like at first you really hate him. I mean, because he's a son of a bitch, but then at the end he's on the path to redemption. I would say he's not redeemed, but he's on the path. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's he's still a son of a bitch, but he's kind of like a son of a bitch for the better side. So, and he's kind of like on a path, like I said before, like a path of redemption. So you can see like
this movie.
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about 2 hours, man. It's actually really good, man. It has one of the daughters from *Halt and Catch Fire*. I don't know if you've ever seen that. It's a TV show.
No, I haven't.
It has Lee Pace, the guy who played Sandril in the Hobbit movies.
Okay.
Legolas' father, and he also played Ronan the Accuser. Yeah. But yeah, there's this one guy. Ah, shit. What's his name? Not in Halt and Catch Fire. It's Scoot McNairy's character. I can't remember his name right off the top, but he has two daughters in like the third and fourth season of the show. And the actress who plays in it, hey, it's a chickie.
I'm
Ah,
babysitting. I'm sorry.
nah, you're good, man. Hopefully, that's not the one that Sapphire tried to eat.
No. She's got her head still, and
No, that's good.
that other one I had to duct tape its head back on before Kelly came in the room.
No, really.
Yeah.
There you go, man. You know, had a new coat of paint on it, but
it's not dead.
shades of red, and but yeah,
It's not dead.
So what you been reading lately?
Oh my God. Well, I did my last article for Uncanny Nerd. I've got some more issues column that I do on Justice League of America 200. Like I said, I don't know if you've read it yet. It's very good, if I do say so myself. And right now, I'm reading some of the stuff I want to look at for some further articles, and most of that's 1970s Marvel horror. I want to do a 3-issue story arc in Frankenstein's Monster.
Oh, really?
The comic book that I liked, I thought was pretty good. That takes place at the end of the battle that Frankenstein had with Dracula. Give you a little spoiler there. Frankenstein killed Dracula in that book. I know he came back shortly thereafter because he was still in Tomb of Dracula at the time, but I don't know how that happened, or I'd have to read that book. Look at this chick. What you doing?
Oh yeah. Oh, cheaps.
But and I'm also reading a bunch of different older books. I picked up.
Oh wait,
No, I don't read that. That's what video is for.
There you go.
Don't watch it in 4K though. You'll never do it again. Never want to see it
I'm
again.
I'm just waiting for virtual reality porn, man.
I hope no one's watching this. Me with this chick hanging out of my jacket.
Oh my gosh.
I think it's going to sleep.
Oh, well, that's nice.
But that's about it. I did get the new Immortal Hulk. I haven't read that yet. It just came out this week.
Yeah, the covers are fucking phenomenal, man. That's Alex Ross that does covers.
Yeah, he's doing some of the new one. He did 2 of the covers for the new.
Yeah, 14 and 15, right? Yeah.
And but he did dual covers for 15. And he also did a cover 14. But what I'm saying is he did two of the variants for 15.
Oh, really?
And
wow.
The one that I got has the Hulk, or let's call him the Hulkster, laying back on a psychiatrist's chair, and Doc Samson is psychoanalyzing him on the cover. But it's a really nice. It's a really nice Ross.
Yeah, that's like, man,
it's good stuff. Good stuff, and Doc Samson's back, which is good.
Yeah, I know that he was dead for a minute, and that's like, well, like I picked up. Oh, I went to Mr. K's today, and I picked up a pretty. I picked up some pretty good stuff, man. You ever heard of it came out in 1999. It's an Elseworlds book. It was hardcover. It's by Howard Chaykin, and it's called Son of Superman. It's the first appearance of any John Kent or Jonathan Kent.
I don't know if I have read that.
It's pretty good, man. It's like a buddy of mine. I picked it up for like $12.50, and a buddy of mine. A buddy I used to play Dungeons and Dragons with, second edition, of course. You know, this was the time before third edition actually came out. So this would be Advanced Dungeons and Dragons for very nerdy people who are watching and listening. A buddy of mine, Brian, he actually, our local comic shop, he got it, and they only had one, and he actually pre-ordered it, or they had one. I think he either pre-ordered it or he was put it on hold, and because he's a big Superman dude, and so like he brought it to game night with him and stuff like that, and so, and it was actually and the art's pretty cool. I mean, it's not like any Gary Frank or Alex Ross by any means. I can't remember who the artist is off the top of my head because I'm not familiar with it, but it's all right, man. It's like who Martian Manhunter is in charge of Justice League, but the Justice League is run by Lex Luthor, and Lex Luthor is not balding. He's actually has like red long hair with a beard. Still kind of swindler and real sharky dude. So he's not a good dude in the book. But Lois basically raised Jonathan by himself because apparently Clark Kent, Superman, died, but he comes back in the book, and I can't remember how he comes back. But yeah, man, it's pretty cool. I mean, it's real. I need to reread it because I read it like a long time. Like I said, back in 1999 when it first came out. And and I picked that up. I picked JSA 80, which is an Alex Ross cover. It has Jakeem Thunder on the cover and Thunderbolt on the cover as well.
Yeah.
And I thought there was only one
beautiful cover.
Yeah, because they have like their backs against each other, and it's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
Because I figured
I have all those books, and Ross did a shitload of covers for that series.
Yeah, that's
and
like
beautiful covers too.
Yeah, I actually went over to what was it, Books A Million today too, man, and they are coming out with a deluxe hardcover edition of Shazam, Power of Hope, the Alex Ross and Paul Dino.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got that. Yeah.
Oh, you do? Okay. Yeah. You probably
I have the Treasury edition of all of them.
Oh, really?
War,
okay.
Peace, Hope, and War, Peace, Hope, and the other one. What was the other one?
Courage. I don't know. Yeah, because it's like Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, and Shazam.
I can't remember. Yeah, it was those three.
I love the Shazam one, man, because at Books A Million they had like an actual one that has like all four of them together. It's called World's Greatest Justice League, but they wanted like $30 for it, and it looks phenomenal, man. It looks fucking great. But I love like Shazam's or Captain Marvel, Billy Batson, because that's what they call him in the fucking story.
Yeah.
Captain Marvel. And
is the one you're talking about? It has them all collected.
Yeah, it's a big thick book.
In a hardback, and it also has the Justice League one.
It's I think so. Yeah, it's not hardback though.
I have the hardback version of that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
it's
a really nice book. I have the originals of all those because I always buy treasury editions if I can find them.
Mm-hmm.
And when those came out, I freaked out. I was like, like a dork. And then when they re-released it in the hardback, I got that too because it was collected. And I didn't have to read the treasury edition.
Oh, really?
But,
okay.
But it's nice. They're nice.
Oh yeah, dude. I was reading a little bit of the Shazam Power of Hope, and it's really fucking good, man. Because he goes to the hospital, man, and there's this lady who's like suffering in pain and stuff, and there's like this like nurse who I can't remember the nurse's name, but she's sweet on Captain Marvel and stuff, kisses him on the cheek, and and then he goes into like this lady's room, and kind of like takes her hand, and she I guess was like suffering, and like she actually goes out peacefully and stuff like that. And you kind of just, and it's painted by Alex Ross and done by Alex Ross, and written by Paul Dini, who is from Batman the Animated Series, and he was one half who made Harley Quinn. And I thought that it's just reading it, man, just that like those like little segments and just matching up with the art style. I mean, it was, man, I almost brought a tear to my eye, man. It was really, really good. So I was like, I tried to see if they just had that one, and they did, and so I ordered it. But it's
do that.
Yeah, it's not coming out. It's not being re-released until like April 23rd. But I put down for like in advance order of it. And also too, it's a deluxe edition hardcover, so there's probably gonna be extra stuff. And also too, like since I got like 20% off for being like a member too, so it's only like $14.63. So
awesome.
Yeah,
take them savings when you get them. All those books are like that. They're very emotional, very well done. The art flow is beautiful. And the pacing of the story is fantastic. And the art really propels the story to the next level. It's one of those perfect cases in comic books that you'll see where the art and the storyline work so well together that it's a masterpiece. So they're all really good.
Yeah, another thing I wanted to touch on too about that one, man, is that you see the lady nurse takes Billy by the kind of like the arm and ushers him in, like when he first gets there, and he sees like she ushers him through like the cancer ward, so you see the kids like with balding heads and stuff like that, and like basically he shakes their hands and stuff like that. And it's like it's just really heartfelt, man. And just and he sees, and Billy and Captain Marvel sees this one kid in a wheelchair with a baseball mitt and baseball in his hand. So what he goes to the bathroom, changes back to Billy Batson, and then says, "Hey," because he has like a Letterman's jacket on and stuff like that. He's like, "Hey, listen, look, I really love baseball too." So they're talking about baseball and stuff, and it's true to its title, man. Power of Hope.
Yeah.
It's just really good.
They should have had Captain Marvel play catch with him, and then have Captain Marvel accidentally throw the baseball through his chest.
Oh my gosh. The Destroyer, Captain Marvel, the Destroyer of Dreams. What I thought was pretty cool too, man, you actually see him after he's done going to the hospital the first time, you see him like fly back to the Rock of Eternity. You see the wizard there, and he kind of like kneels, and like where it's like written, it says that Billy Batson now understands why the wizard Shazam chose him as the champion and stuff like that. And it just got me in the feels, man. It's really it's like, if you ever get a chance, people, like, read Shazam.
Yeah, read it.
It's really good.
It's beautifully done.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to pick it up again now. Now that you reminded me of it, I'm gonna have to reread it. It's really good.
It's great.
It's really good. Like I'm sure I'll be able to squeeze that in.
Like a
all the other reading I got. What am I thinking?
Let's see. What else?
I could stop buying comics now
mm-hmm.
and start rereading my entire collection, and I still wouldn't finish it before I died.
Really? But why would you? Why would you want to reread?
Yeah. Why stop?
Why stop? Why? Like, gotta keep on going, man.
It's just silly. Who dies with the most comics wins.
Oh man, yeah, that's a hoot. What else? Okay, so I got Aquaman number 46. I read that. It continues with the Unspoken Waters. It's actually really good, man. I won't get too heavy into it, but yeah, it continues on where Aquaman has to fight this water goddess who basically was the goddess of salt, basically, and then you had the god of water, and together they had children, and together they formed the ocean. So, and but their children actually killed the father, the god of water. Their children killed him. The mother was pissed, so she was like, "Yeah, fuck you, bitches. I'm just scorching everything because you killed my man, you dumb little brats." And so yeah, and so this is kind of like, and so their children have been basically depowered, or they're trapped on this island, this village where the unspoken water is. And so Aquaman and this other lady, who is technically the daughter of the, she's not I wouldn't say a goddess or demigod. She's just a daughter. She's made from her, because like the salt goddess got depowered going up against her children, but a part of her was created into this daughter figure, and until she could go to full power, and then she was going to basically reconsume her into her body. And that's the reason why that she kind of beckoned her child back to that area, because Aquaman is supposed to be the champion for the gods who have been depowered and stuff. But then the gods finally get their shit together, and they're like, that's fucked up that basically we're having this guy be a champion for us when we should do our own fucking dirty work and just, take care of I think her name's Nama, Namma, Nama. And it's pretty cool because she starts, because Nama turns into this big ass fucking dragon and stuff, and she's like, okay, I'm gonna destroy everything. So fucking what does whatchamacallit Aquaman do? He becomes a goddamn dragon rider and flies on the fucking back of the fucking beast, and then just yells out this like cry of the 1,000 oceans across millennia. And it's like the narration is like, you could hear the cry out in the world, out in the new realms, and all this shit. And it's so touching and so powerful that it breaks beyond the unspoken waters into new worlds, and even Atlantis, sorry, hears it. So Mera hears that Aquaman's still alive, because she thinks he's fucking dead after the drowned Earth, right? And she's like, hey, he's alive. And then so the land people hear it, the fucking and then basically since he this cry for help that he does, basically the old god, something inside their loins just fucking bursts, and they get their mojo back, their powers back, and they're like, all right, we're gonna fucking finish this once and for all. And next thing you know, you see them turn into the fucking ugly gods that they are, or whatever. Because some of them just got like 3 faces and shit. I'm just like, God damn. It's like, what are you, fucking the whole? What are you, the living
really,
tribunal? What the fuck?
Are they like the elder gods?
Yeah, I mean, they're the ocean. Yeah, they're the ocean elder gods, for lack of a better term. It's really fucking weird. That's what's kind of. And then if we're gonna try to tie this, and that's another thing too, where if you try to tie this into Doomsday Clock, it's just like, okay, so how, it's mind-boggling, man.
So where's this fit?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't fucking know. It's like,
yeah, and you're not going to know until the end of it.
No, but
and I don't. I really, 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 really hope I'm not going to be disappointed, because it's been good so far.
Yeah, I mean it. Okay, so they pushed back Doomsday Clock number 10 to, it was supposed to come out April 10th, but now they're saying it's supposed to come out April 17th. So it's only been pushed back one week instead of like a month. So thank God on that.
Yeah.
And it's number 10, so it's not the penultimate issue, but we're one step closer, and it's supposed to have to do with Johnny Thunder, I believe, in this new issue. That was kind of what promoted me to get JSA number 80 because
so you can learn about the Thunderbolt.
Yeah, because I know Johnny Thunder a little bit about the JSA and stuff like that, and I was trying to find. Mr. K had some of the graphic novels there, but with the JSA, it was kind of like broken up and stuff. So I was just like, I wasn't going to get it. And then I saw the Son of Superman one. I was like, holy shit, man, this is nostalgia for me. Because I mean, when that book came out, I was in fucking high school. So, or I was senior in high school. Excuse me. I was about
4 years ago.
To fucking 99. You fucking crazy. I was about ready to. I was graduating high school, dude. 99.
Yeah.
And
you're old, man. You're ancient.
I know, man. I'm getting there, man.
You've been kicking for a while.
I know.
Coming up on your 30th high school reunion soon.
Yeah, I know. It's fucking crazy. But
I went to mine.
Did you? See, I didn't even do the 10-year man or the. Oh well, no. Well, yeah, it would be the 20th this year. Yeah. So.
I just want to see who was still alive.
Yeah, I mean, I would have to go back to Florida for that type of action, and I'm just like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, I drove up to Ohio. It was worth it. It was good seeing all those, the people I went to school with. But
that's cool, man.
Not a lot of them that showed up were people that I hung out with. I knew them, but it wasn't people that I ran with. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You just wanted to see if they were impressed as much as you were. You're like, yep, look at these fat bastards.
I was like, God, look, they're all so old.
It's like, well,
what
that's what
hell happened
to you, baby. I was like,
what happened to these people?
Yeah, I got what else did I get? I got Jessica Jones number 16. The Return of the Purple Man. Only reason why I got that is because of the cover, because it's by David Mack, and it has the Purple Man on the cover. I really like that cover. You
don't have to explain to me why you're reading Jessica Jones.
Yeah, I honestly, dude, I don't like Jessica Jones. I will say this: the art in it, like Michael Gatos's art, is fucking atrocious. I will never pay fucking $4 for that. I think that guy, he draws Jessica Jones fucking ugly as sin. He doesn't. I mean, he draws. I've seen his Purple Man before, at least in this one, because I kind of flipped through it, and he draws them okay. But I'm just like, no, I would never pay fucking $4 for this. And even when when he was doing Alias, like the first volume, it was fucking ugly then, and it was like,
oh, he's the guy who did the art in the first. Okay.
Yeah, Mike Gatos. Yeah, he's done all of the shit.
He's what's the word for it? Shit.
Yeah, I cannot stand that, man. I couldn't stand it when it was
he's not
$2.99. I can't stand it when it's fucking goddamn $3.99.
Yeah. I'm not gonna pay for bad art and mediocre story, you know.
Yeah. Well, see,
I might pay for bad art. I might pay for bad art and great story. And I might pay for mediocre story and great art, but I'm never paying for mediocre story and bad art. I'll drop a book in a second.
Yeah, and that's like the 80% of me is the art, right? So it's like the JSA because it's Lost and Found number 80, part 3 of 3. I have no fucking idea what the story is about.
Yeah.
But other than Jakeem and Thunderbolt, that's it. I'm guessing by the fucking cover, right? Since they're front and center on it. But it's an Alex Ross cover that I got for $1, and it's in really good condition too. So it's like, it's really hard to find those, unless and it looked like that they just got a shipment in, because it looked like because it was in a new bag and board and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, okay.
I have them all.
Really?
All the JSA books, yeah. The
Yeah,
JSA, the Justice Society books, the Justice Society, JSA Classified, the All-Star Squadron, the Super Squad books.
you have the special missions, or they have Justice Society like special missions or some.
I got yeah. Strange Adventures. They had everything that's been a solo JSA book or closely related. I've tried to pick up. The only thing I'm missing is a couple of issues of the original Freedom Fighters, which is not really JSA, but they're World War II teams, so I kind of I want all that. And I don't have it Infinity Inc. I'd love to have it. I have the entire run of Young All Stars there, which is really good.
All right, yeah. I was checking Diamond Man for next week, and yeah, the new Freedom Fighters comes out next week. So should be
excellent. That's been good. That's been really good. I like it. I like the storyline.
They still doing a weird swastika.
Yeah, yeah, and I think I know why, because it's Hitler's son is in charge now, so that may be why.
Well, yeah, I mean that's what I remember us talking about that, and I thought that was probably probably it.
Yeah,
trying to make his own.
And he wasn't exactly a fan of his father's, so.
That's very good. So. Yeah, I mean, it's not. I mean, nothing's good. Well, nothing about Nazism is good, but it's
they had
figured this shit out.
They had neat bad guy uniforms.
Did they really?
Yeah, the Nazis. Yeah, they're like the stormtroopers. They got neat uniforms, but there's nothing good about them.
I didn't really like the gray. I don't know, like something about gray, man. I mean, because they look like fucking like the fucking traitorous rebellion Confederate army.
No, I'm not talking about the your standard issue field uniform with the turtle helmet.
No,
I'm talking about the leather officers' uniforms. Yeah,
that were gray.
Yeah. No, those were black.
Oh, okay.
You were talking about the gray uniforms.
Yeah. I've only seen the gray uniforms. I don't remember ever seeing black.
You've never seen black officers' Nazi uniforms?
Maybe once. I probably have. I just can't remember it.
They look like something out of some BDS.
Yeah, I was already saying S&M shit.
Yeah, it's just some weird. Yeah, Hitler designed those probably while his boyfriend was, piercing his nipples with needles.
Giving him a Prince Albert in the fucking toilet.
Yeah. He was so mad. He was so mad because he would rent himself out before he became Führer. He would rent himself out as a cuck to Jewish guys. So that's why he was mad. Oh, goodness. So that's why he was so mad at the Jewish people, because they would beat up on him all the time. But he asked for it.
Exactly. Hell yeah.
That guy was screwed up, man.
Yeah.
Fucked up from the neck up.
Totally glad fucking that Nazi shit is dead. Oh, fucking Hitler.
Well, that Nazi shit, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
The original Nazi shit, yeah.
Yeah,
the Third Reich.
But yeah, Freedom Fighters, coming out next. Well, that's just gonna be like what, number 4 coming out for the Freedom Fighters?
Yeah.
Yes. That's a maxi, right? So that's a 12 issue.
Yes, that's a 12 issue. Yep.
And it's coming out monthly, like it's actually on time.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's been a nice surprise. DC actually putting something out on time.
I know. I guess
It's
like
been refreshing.
when it comes to non world changing events, the things that are going to shake up. They can put books out on time, but it's like when it comes to just a hardcore, soft, porn reboot, whatever the fuck they're doing.
The only thing I think that bothers me about the Freedom Fighters series, and I'm hoping they pull out of this, is they really haven't gone over any new ground.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the Freedom Fighters against the Nazis again. Okay, we get it. Show me something new, a new twist in the story. I want to see something neat.
Mm-hmm.
But so far, everything has been kind of predictable. But I imagine it'll get good. I mean, they've got 12 issues. They're building now, so
yeah. I mean, it's like to expect a lot out of if it's because I mean they're going to pace themselves, they're going to pad it. I mean,
yeah. Well, and they're also going to they're going to flesh the story out, make it better.
Yeah.
Which seems to be what they're doing. I'm sorry, I still have this horrible cough.
No, dude, you're good, man.
Sickness that was going on.
Yeah, you feeling better, man? I know you were down with the flu. That's why we didn't have a show last week, people, because
I'm still rough. I mean, you can hear it in my voice. And I'm feeling crappy. It's one of those. I mean, after it clears out, it's one of those sicknesses that you really feel at night when you start settling in, and not so much in the day.
Yeah, when you're less active.
And you start settling in your chest and stuff. It's great. It's great. It makes me want to go out there and get a case of menthol cigarettes and smoke them, chain smoke them, just one after the other.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
See, and that's why, okay, so I picked up Avengers 5 and 6, No Road Home, to be exact. And it's a 10-part.
Interesting segue.
Yeah, I know from your hacking up along to Avengers No Road Home.
Shit.
But no, I figured since we were on maxi series, because this is it's a 10-parter, and I haven't read 1 through 4, and I really don't care to, or really don't want to either, for that matter. And the reason why is because number 5 is where we meet Conan, and I'm like, okay, cool. And this book is where they actually set up the Savage Avengers that's coming out. And I can't remember. I want to say that it's coming out in May. Yeah, it's coming out in May, because this is a weekly book. So it's written by Al Ewing. Was it Zub, Jim Zub, and Mark Waid. Doing and I think they were the 3 that did No Surrender 2, and which No Road Home is a sequel to that, and I believe No Surrender was a 12-parter, if I'm not mistaken. But this is 2 issues, but it's really cool because Scarlet Witch gets trapped in the Hyborian age and stuff like that, and she's actually blinded too, but not technically blinded. She can't.
So wait. Are you telling me that someone took her vision?
But Tish. And that's the show, folks. Yeah, technically she can see, but if she looks through, but she's kind of connected to the goddess of night, of midnight, or the mistress of night, or whatever the fuck. She's like a goddess of night, and I think her name's Nyx, Nyx. But
okay.
Yeah, so she's like this elder god, and there's 3 shards that basically Nyx is trying to find, because Zeus basically broke her body and soul into 3 pieces. So he
Zeus is a dick,
and scattered them around. But Nyx is tapped into Scarlet Witch that we learned from last issue that she did this, and so Scarlet Witch is so if she is in possession of the shard, then or in close proximity to a shard, Nyx will know, and then she can just boom, portal there and stuff like that. So basically, she goes through a portal that Voyager, from a character from No Surrender, who is actually the Grandmaster's daughter, that we learn, who was a secret Avenger, and this was found out in All New, All Different Marvel. So, and they retcon the character Voyager and that, and all that jazz. That she actually goes through a portal that Voyager sets up, and that's how Scarlet Witch teleports to the Hyborian Age with this shard. So, but some since we're basically back in the Hyborian Age, some bad banditos or bandits like get a hold of it, and they're about to slaughter Scarlet Witch, but who shows up? Conan the Cimmerian, and just kicks the crap out of most of these dudes. Two of them scatter away, and then basically those two are on an adventure, basically looking for this shard, and then that goes into six. They actually you see them traveling on horseback and stuff like that, and you actually see them building a relationship with one another, and there's like this one part where they're about to kiss, but Scarlet Witch says, "I can't," and he's like, "Yeah, and this is wrong." And then basically she's like, "Yeah, I have actually somebody back home, who I care for." And he's like, "Yeah, I lost a woman myself." And he's talking about Belit, and he actually says, "Yeah, there was this lady, the pirate queen of the seas, Belit, that her and I," and Scarlet Witch is like, "Hey, what happened to her?" It's like, with all good things, she came to a pass and stuff like that, and it's really compelling, man. I mean, I was just like, I was so fucking enamored by Scarlet Witch being in the Hyborian Age and stuff like that, and just seeing those two interact, man. And I'm not down for the next one, but I'll have to. I'm gonna continue it from this point on. I'm probably gonna pick them up, and it's a weekly book too. So because number 7 comes out, and then there's only 4 more. 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. So, and then Savage Avengers, which is Conan. Conan is a real sweetheart. Heck yeah, Conan is aggressively relaxing. Excuse me. But yes, that so we have Conan the Barbarian, we have Venom, Eddie Brock, we got Elektra, we got Wolverine taking names, we got the Punisher, and plus we got Brother Voodoo, man, all on the same fucking team. And Brother Voodoo, he's all dressed up looking like a pimp and shit. I mean, motherfucker just needs like a damn pimp cane, man, and he gonna be like doing some fucking whooping ass, man. Yeah,
I
just in a 3-piece suit, man, on the cover, so it's like.
Look, when I was young, I had a hard enough time keeping up with one and then eventually 2 whole Avengers books. It seems to me now that everyone but Uncle Ben and Aunt May have been a member of the Avengers.
Oh, dude, did you know, man, that did you hear about the Fox or the Sony hacks?
The what? The Sony hacks?
The Sony hacks. Like,
I remember those. Yeah.
Yeah, there was this one hack, man, that went viral, man, and went public, and it was true that they were going to do an Aunt May spy movie, man. Like, basically, like Aunt May was a spy back in like the fucking 60s, I guess, or some shit.
I'm glad they decided not to do that.
Yeah, but then they were going to have 23 Jump Street and the Men in Black, and it was going to be called MIB 23. And I was like, dude, that's a pretty fucking sweet crossover. I would fucking sign up for that shit.
I'd see that.
Yeah, I know,
just
man.
Just to see it.
It's like, good God, man. But yeah, MIB 23. That's just, it rolls off the tongue so damn graciously. It's like not a lot of effort. MIB 23. God damn, that's good.
I like
Fucking
that.
I know, I do too.
I like
Especially
that.
Men in Black with 20, the 21 Jump Street people. And I actually like 21 Jump Street and 22 Jump Street. They're pretty fucking good. And Channing Tatum
They were
and
they were
Jonah Hill, man. I thought that they worked great together.
they were they were really good. I mean, I watched. I was a big fan of the show.
Oh yeah, back in the day.
When it was
Richard
on years
Grayson.
ago with well, yeah, and Johnny Depp and the DeLuise boy and Holly Robinson, who wow, back in the day.
Yeah.
But and I was, of course, I went into the movie a little cynical because I'm like, what are they going to do with this film? How did they take this so idea for a TV show, which I really liked when I was a kid, but looking back on it, it was pretty mediocre. And do something worthy of making it into a film. And both those movies were funny as hell.
Yeah.
They were great.
Well,
They were great.
I don't know if you remember, man, but there was this one show called Bad Boys. And I'm not talking about like fucking bad. They were like a special operation of cops, and they would go in like the Duke boys and shit, like have the bakalavas and like go on drug raids and all that jazz. I think it only lasted for like one season, but
no, I don't remember it.
Yeah, it's called Bad Boys, man. It's like fuck, man. I can't remember. I think it was on Fox too, man, because 21 Jump Street was on Fox. And yeah, it's like you had like the stereotypical Asian guy who was like the hacker dude, he kind of like, yeah, I mean, it was, and this is the fucking 80s, so this is where, all the goddamn 80s stereotypical tropes, like your token, black friend and shit like that, it's,
the 80s TV was interesting, man.
Yeah, it's just like,
it was interesting, and the clothing was always bad too. So
yeah, oh dude, I remember wearing fucking like tight ass fucking Levi jeans and shit, man.
I remember parachute pants and
Jinkos.
A lot of shirts,
man.
A lot of shirts didn't have sleeves, like Jay Christopher shirts and shit.
Oh, see, I remember, man, like back in the day, man, Calvin Klein was the shit, bro. Back in the day, Calvin Klein was the.
I remember back in the day when jean jackets had shoulder pads in them.
God damn, you old. Hey, man, I remember back in the day, man, my mom, she used to wear them fucking was it suit jackets with them shoulder pads? Like when fucking she was all about the Reagan era.
I remember
all about that shit.
I remember when she did that. She looked fine.
Yeah, that's when you two were dating, right? Fucking South Florida, man. Like, oh yeah, that's when you would play dad on the. Oh shit, I forgot about that shit. Oh fuck, man. Take my mom to the back room, back kitchen. You know what I'm saying?
I forgot to tell you that there's a very good chance I'm your father.
Oh really?
Oh Lord, he's gonna punch me in the face when he sees me. Oh Lord, yep, the 80s.
Yeah, the 80s. What a time! Yeah,
what a time it was to be alive.
I want to see that new Us, the Jordan Peele movie. Have you seen Get Out yet?
Yeah, I have it. Us, I really want to see it. Looks good. It looks like it has some hints of Invasion of the Body Snatchers meets The Strangers.
Because they did say.
I think it'll be. I think it'll be excellent. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, everything that I've heard, man. Like, I haven't seen Get Out yet, and I want to see Us first before I see Get Out. and it's not that I have anything against Get Out, because I could have picked up Get Out. Man, they had it on sale at Target for like $7.50 on Blu-ray at one point, because it was such a, and it's it's Academy Award winning, because Jordan Peele won for best writing and original screenplay and stuff like that. And I don't know, no, he didn't win for best director, but yeah, original screenplay. And I like the main actor.
It's really good.
Yeah, I want to see it, but I want to see because people say that, hey, if you try to compare it to Get Out to Us, then you shouldn't do that. You should just look at them as two separate movies, right? Like if you're because from what I'm hearing and what I'm gathering,
they're good, because that's what I want to see out of. That's what I want to see out of. I'm sorry.
No. You said that's what you want to see out of what? You
that's what I want to see out of Jordan Peele. I want to see. I want to see him, every movie he does, be different. Yeah, and that's a sign of a great director. Like Hitchcock's films, there were similarities between them, and he had some common themes, but they were all different, very different movies.
Oh yeah, and that's one of the, like, he started out. Him and Keegan Michael Keel, like, they actually started out on Mad TV. Back in the 90s.
Yeah.
Or late
I remember Mad TV. Yeah.
Yeah. And then they went to Key and Peele, their own on Comedy Central stuff, kind of like Chappelle Show.
Yeah, I saw that.
See, I haven't seen a lot of Key and Peele. Like, I never got really into that.
It's pretty good. I mean, it's funny. It's not David Chappelle. I mean, David Chappelle in a class all his own. But it's good stuff. It's well written, very smart. Humor. I like it.
I love Chappelle Show, man. I love Chappelle Show, dude.
Oh yeah.
It's so.
Yeah,
I love how they. What was I think of the first season, man? They had like the pimp's ball, where all the pimps got together, and who was the best pimp and shit. It's like
I just like David Chappelle himself. He does a lot of work for charity. He does a lot of work. He gives a lot back. He tries to help kids, and I think that's real admirable.
Well, that's like
that being said, him as Tyrone Biggums is probably the funniest thing ever.
Yeah, I love Clayton Bixby, man. Like the black blind the KKK member.
KKK member, yeah.
I love
being a Grand Wizard.
Yeah. It's like, you want to see my face? Like, yeah, show us your face. Yeah, I'm gonna. No. There's my face, baby. There's my face.
So funny.
It's like, and then you see like, I think there's like a white kid in the front, like, crying, and so there's like a little girl just like, it's just so stupid.
It is. It's so dumb. It's ingenious. That guy's great. He was great.
Oh man, yeah. That was.
And then he had what the heck is his name? Eddie Murphy's brother.
Oh yeah, Charlie Murphy.
Murphy.
Oh God, man, I love
Charlie Murphy on there telling his stories.
Rick James, man, goddamn.
I'm Rick James, man. Fuck your couch.
Yeah, he said that basically, man, like, most of that shit was like improv, like the unity, cold-blooded, like all that shit. Most of that shit, because basically, I used to have Chappelle Show, the second season on DVD, and there's actual commentary by Charlie Murphy and another guy. I think it's a writer for Chappelle Show, and they were saying, and there's, because I don't think Dave Chappelle did any commentary on those, but they were saying, yeah, basically, like a lot, like Charlie Murphy just came in one day, told fucking Chappelle about what him and his brother Eddie and shit about Rick James and stuff, and then next thing you know, the fucking, because basically he said that, yeah, man, that fucking shit with the couch was fucking true, but basically Chappelle like cranked that motherfucker up to 11, and he's like, fuck your couch. I did it. I could do it because that motherfucker could afford it. I love how they had like the real Rick James, and he's just like, no, man, I didn't do that. Yeah, I did it. I fucking, you know why? Because he could have fucking afford it. It's like that guy was like so fucking cracked out of his mind. At first, he's like a goddamn habitual liar. You know, he's like, nah, I didn't fucking do it. And next split second later, he's like, yeah, I fucking did it. You're like, wait a second. Yeah, I did. It's like,
I'm reading.
Yes, no. What's the right answer? I don't know.
I'm reading now that Jordan Peele wants to direct a live action version of Disney's Gargoyles. I'm good with that.
Really?
I'm good with that. I think he'd do an excellent job.
Yeah, I actually, I used to love, because Jonathan Frakes was in, that was Fox. Because that was Fox Kids. I loved Keith David as the voice of Goliath. I thought that he did a great Goliath. I actually love that show, man. Because you had Macbeth and Demora, the female gargoyle, who was like the real vengeful one and stuff like that. They were like tied together by sorcery and stuff by a magician, and like she would actually become human by day and a gargoyle by night. I thought that was pretty cool. And then basically, if Macbeth died, she died too, and vice versa. That was pretty dope, man. And I think, and that's the thing too. Like with us, it's said to be suspense and horror, both.
Yeah, it was a good show. It was.
You're good. You just have a delay, man.
I'm sorry. Say again.
No, you're good to speak, bro. You're
hello
on your side. You have a delay.
Oh, I'm sorry. What? I'm sorry. What'd you say?
I said you're good. You just have a delay on your side. Like, so I can hear myself.
I think I have a slight delay. That show was a little. After my time of watching cartoons.
Mm-hmm.
But what I did see of it, I did like. I thought it was really well done. And it was pretty successful.
Yeah,
it was pretty successful.
Yeah, and I don't see Jordan Peele, because people are kind of saying, or kind of like what you're talking about, like with Hitchcock, right? That's how some people are viewing him, as like another Hitchcock. Is like, well, motherfucker, he only did like 2 movies now. Let's like, that's like
your role.
That's like saying that that's like Time said that M. Night Shyamalan was the next Spielberg. I mean, there was a fucking issue of Time magazine saying, could M. Night Shyamalan, ding dong, be the next fucking Spielberg? It's like, wait, well, goddamn. I mean, they were asking the question, but let's not even put that in the fucking context. Number one, because
after only a couple of movies,
it's like, don't put the cart before the horse. And then he got such a goddamn big head. I will say this: I had no problems with The Village. I actually like Lady in the Water. I do understand that people look at him as like being this, him kind of writing himself as this great writer and the president and this guy who will become a great president and save humanity, or the first world nations and stuff like that will read his all-inspiring book and be inspired and stuff like that. I did feel like that. I mean, I didn't really give a shit about that stuff. I actually like Paul Giamatti's character in it, man, where he was the healer, and like him him having that emotional part with Bryce Dallas Howard's character when she got clawed, and you think that she's dying, and he's like holding her, clutching her, man. And like, because you find out that I think he had like a daughter too, and like he's just crying and shit, and just kind of, man, I got goddamn emotional. And then he's like healing her, and then everyone finds out, oh shit, you're the healer, bro. Look at her, you're the fucking healer. Just like how the guy's kid who read the serial was the oracle, or the scribe, or whatever the fuck it was. I actually like that shit. I actually really enjoy Lady water. A lot of people give it shit, but from that point of view, I was like, man, it's pretty fucking cool.
I enjoyed that movie. I didn't like The Happening.
Yeah, no, I don't think anybody fucking did. I cannot defend it happening. I saw that once and I was never again.
I didn't like The Village. I predicted it from the very beginning, so I really didn't like it. It really wasn't shocking or surprising at all to me. I did like Devil. I thought that was really well done.
Well, see, he didn't.
I don't
He
know if
didn't
you've seen that.
Yeah, he only produced that. He didn't direct it. He
didn't
didn't write.
Well,
no. It's produced by
was
M. Night
excellent.
Shyamalan. Yeah.
M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah, Shyamalan. Ding dong. Yeah. Whatever the fuck. However, yeah. Shyamalan. Yeah. I mean, that's how you pronounce it. Shyamalan. Yeah.
Is it?
Or it's like.
What are you doing? It looks like
no, man. I was scratching my knee. My knee itches. No, man.
Hey, I'm just curious, man. We can't be on the air and have you doing that.
Jesus,
You're like
man.
one of them judges that doesn't have nothing on under his robe but a penis pump.
It's like, anyways, there we go. But no, I didn't like. I never saw After Earth because I heard that it was basically a switcheroo, and that was directed by M. Night Shyamalan.
I didn't see that either.
I liked Signs. I thought that was really good.
Signs was great. That's one of Kelly's favorite movies.
Yeah, I have that on DVD. I loved Joaquin Phoenix in it, and then I love Mel Gibson because he's like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm running around like a crazy person. Because you see Joaquin Phoenix, he's like, "Oh, beat your ass," and he's like, "I'm running around like a crazy person." It was just so stupid.
It was great. It was well directed.
It was just
and well acted. Both of them did a good job in it. You know, we both know how I feel about the split. What you call it? Stupid movie that came out. Blast.
Yeah, I still. I haven't.
You don't need to see it.
I mean, that's the thing too, is that like I actually like the way that the character died, man, because they die so much, and
it's
David Dunn. It's
stupid.
So anticlimactic and just like so underwhelming because David Dunn, spoilers, fucking gets drowned in a puddle, and it's like that's pretty fucking cool. It's like, you know, it's just,
you know, they could have, like I said, all they had to do was add another 10 minutes to the movie, shown a bit of a fight between the two instead of them just posturing, and then still drown him in a puddle. They could have done that if that's what they wanted to do. But give the audience a little bit, give them a taste of what they came to see, a taste of it, and then take it away.
Well, they did in the beginning.
Don't never deliver. They didn't give us anything. I threw my damn soda at the screen and walked out. What?
I said you saw them hugging each other in the beginning, and then throwing each other outside of a fucking window.
I threw my soda at the screen and walked out. I stood on the back of a row of seats and pissed towards the screen in a huge yellow arc. It was just such a bad movie. Yeah. I can't go back there again.
God, man.
You know, they kicked me out. They said, "What's your name?" I said my name is Greg Wells.
And you were like, "Cobra Kai, do or die, motherfucker." Johnny fucking Lawrence, bitch.
I told him my name was Johnny Lawrence.
I'm Johnny freaking Lawrence, baby.
I said, "You can't kick me out. It's bad enough the macho kid beat my ass. Beat my ass. Used the illegal move and then
And then he has his like
and then Mr. Miyagi
fucking
beat my ass,
man,
and I'm a kid.
Fucking, violently harassing me, causing physical damages to myself and my friends. This is supposed to be a safe area, man. What the hell, you know?
All we was trying to do was stand around and get high.
This is supposed to be a comfort zone, and this old fucking pedophile dude, fucking comes up and starts fucking, doing some judo chops to our nuts.
This is our safe zone. This is our safe zone, and this guy comes out of nowhere and just starts laying us out.
It's like
a jerk.
Just using our fucking nut sacks as a goddamn speed bag. What the fuck? This man thought
I still wake up in the middle of the night.
Moa, apparently.
I still wake up in the middle of the night and hearing that noise.
But yeah.
Oh shit.
But
oh god.
Okay, so like what's up?
The MomoCon.
MomoCon.
Apparently, I have no idea what that is, but apparently, the actor who plays Dutch.
Arnold Schwarzenegger
from our favorite game. No, from our favorite game. Dutch Vanderhoo, whatever his name was.
Dutch Vanderlyn?
Yeah. And Arthur Morgan are both going to be at that con. So I wonder how they snagged them.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, Red Dead Redemption. Okay.
I wonder how they snagged it. I had to bring up Red Dead.
Oh no, dude, you're good. No, I was about you said MomoCon, and I'm like, all right, dude. Like, I grew up with Italians, man, and like they got like in slang for Momo, and it ain't good.
What is it?
Well, Momo just means like a stupid person, an idiot, a dunce.
Oh,
you fucking Momo. I mean, that's yeah. It's like an Italian slang.
Yeah, we have slang for that where I came from too. It was called a penny. That's my sister's name.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It was a regional slang too. Everyone in Ohio said it.
All right. So are you trying to say your sister got around or something? And like,
no, I'm just saying she's dumb. I hope she's not watching this.
Good God.
I'm not getting any presents for her this year.
Oh, God. That's why we're alive and inspired. Woo! All right. Trying to freaking
what kind of DLC are you hoping for? I mean,
on the Red Dead?
For Red Dead. They should really have already come out with something.
Have they not?
I mean, they're still working the beta test.
Oh, for online? They still haven't released it yet? Shit. No, I will say this. I've been playing Injustice 2 a lot, like the mobile game, a lot lately. I just picked up Sekiro Shadows Die Twice yesterday, which is by the creators of Dark Souls and was it Demon Souls? That was the first one of that. I can't remember. Shit, it's Software. That's who the company is. Software.
Okay.
And it's in that same vein, but it looks really fucking cool. You have like a grappling hook because you have a prosthesis. You're a shinobi or ninja, and you have a samurai sword, which is really fucking weird because I'm just like, okay, you have a daido. That's a traditional ninja sword, not a samurai sword, not a katana, But yeah, apparently you have a fucking katana in the game, and you're a fucking ninja running around. But But the thing is, I think the thing is you have to retrieve your master's body, and you got to go across. This is like some weird ass demonic feudal Japan type shit, and it looks fucking great, man. I haven't played it yet, but I've seen gameplay of it, and it's just fucking phenomenal. And I'm totally looking
I
forward.
have to check it out.
Dude, yeah, Sekiro. Shadows Die. It's called Sekiro. Shadows Die Twice. I swear to God, man, the Shadows Die Twice sounds like a fucking Bond movie, James Bond movie.
It does. It does.
That's why when someone said, they were like, yeah, Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. I didn't hear the Sekiro part because I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, Shadows Die Twice? God damn, they're coming out with another James Bond movie. Then they just do like 007 Reloaded and shit, GoldenEye Reloaded.
Yeah, that's a much better name than was that? Quantum Solace of Quantum. What the hell?
Yeah, Quantum.
What?
Quantum of Solace.
That's the dumbest. That's the stupidest fucking name ever.
My favorite one.
That's. Let's see how pretentious we can be, and sound super douchey.
A lot of people give that movie shit. I actually liked it. I did not like it better than Casino Royale. I will say, out of all the new ones, I haven't seen Spectre. Yeah. Out of all the new ones, I love Casino Royale.
I'm not talking about the movie. I'm talking about the title was horrible.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't mind the title. Yeah. Quantum of Solace. I know what Solace is and Quantum. Yeah, I mean, it's like, well, quantum time. Quantum.
How about not being a douche and then just saying a time of solace? I'm better with. I'm fine with that. Don't try to church it up.
It just sounds badass. I mean, to me, Quantum of Solace. I mean, it's like. But also,
it sounds like a bad '80s hair metal band.
Well, you gotta think about it too. I mean, if we spoke with British accents, it would probably sound better. I mean, Quantum.
That's how I judge everything.
Yeah, I mean,
it's how it would sound if I talked with a British
Quantum Solace. It's like, yeah, it doesn't sound too bad.
Oh shit!
But I mean, it's like we do like really hard. Like, and see, if I bring out the Bostonian, it's just gonna sound really fucked up. So it's like I'm not even.
I don't. I don't. I'm not a big James Bond fan. I never really have been. So.
No, I mean, I haven't either. I mean, that motherfucker's probably riddled with STDs. So yeah, I wouldn't be a big fan of.
I wouldn't be a big fan. Most of them he got from Jaws.
Probably. It's like, motherfucker trying to chop
that little dude with the bowler. What's the dude's name with the bowler?
Oh, Odd Job?
Yeah, Odd Job. Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Tattoo, man, from the the Island. Fucking Scaramanga henchman. Christopher Lee. I do like The Man with the Golden Gun, though, man. I do like that movie. I thought that was pretty damn dope.
I mean, I've seen some of the movies, and they're fine movies. I mean, they're neat, they're suspenseful, but I mean, I'm just not a James. I'm not a super spy fan. I've never been into that. The only super spy I ever really liked, other than Austin Powers, was Get Smart.
Oh, really?
And you probably don't even remember him except from that silly movie that they made.
No, I remember Get Smart.
You remember the TV show?
Yeah.
With Don Adams?
Yeah, I mean, I used to watch that shit on Nick at Night, man. They used to play like Gilligan's Island, Brady Bunch, and fucking all that jazz, man. Man from U.N.C.L.E. I remember I watched that shit too. They had that on Nick at Night as well.
Did you like that? Did you like that?
It was okay. I mean, it was all right. I haven't seen the movie though. I can't say I have nothing. Mike pissing in the wind on that one, but I do want to see the movie because I do like Armie Hammer. I think he's a really good actor, and that's one of those things. Like a lot of people give the Lone Ranger shit, but I thought he was really good in it. I
wasn't a fan of it.
I will say that the train car scene at the end for me it kind of went on a little long. But I thought that he did a good job as the Lone Ranger, and I thought
Johnny Depp as Tano was a stretch.
See, I liked it. So.
He overplayed it. but that's just me.
I mean,
I think he overplayed the role.
And I think people were more caught up with the whole thing of him like not being, because even Johnny Depp was like, well, dude, I'm from Kentucky, and I'm most likely I probably have Native American in me. I'm not certain. It's not like the motherfucker went on familytree.goddamn.con or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Apparently, because I didn't realize I can go to some goddamn website and they can tell me what my fucking family lineage is. It's like, that's fucking retarded. I've never understood that. So it's like, and honestly, dude, it's like, family is what you make of it, not like what you're born into. So.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem with that issue. I just didn't think he sold the role that well. That's just, and that's just personal opinion. Yeah.
No, I mean,
a little over the top.
I mean, that's the whole thing of, I mean, it's like one of those. Well, here's the thing, man. Like when you see like Caucasian actors dressing up like back in the day, right? Like they would be like Native Americans and stuff like that. Do you feel like that's kind of like of the times? Do you feel like that there's some type of racistness there?
No, that was what they did. I mean, that would be like me trying to go back in time and judge William Shakespeare and all the actors that played in his plays for playing women, because women weren't allowed to act.
That is true. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, it's just a product of its time. I still enjoy the movies.
Yeah.
And I watch them for what they are. You can't view the past through today's lens, because you're just going to see nothing but bad things.
Yeah.
You just have to accept certain things for what they are and certain things for what they were. And, respect what you want to respect, and dislike what you want to dislike. I watch John Wayne movies all the time. I like his films. Has he said some screwed up stuff back in the past? Yeah, but he was a product of his time. The guy was born in the 1800s. Early 1900s. I mean, just he was what he was.
Yeah, and wasn't he from like Ohio or some shit, or Idaho or something? I can't remember.
Who, John Wayne? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Does anyone watching know where John Wayne was from?
Yeah, it's not really John Wayne. I know that.
It's like Marion or something like that.
Yeah, some shit. But
Marion Mitchell Morrison.
Marion Mitchell Morrison. Wow.
Born in 1907.
Oh, okay. So basically during the Industrial Revolution.
Yeah.
But
from Iowa.
Iowa, yeah, that's what I thought.
And grew up in Southern California.
Yep. But yeah. Well, speaking on continuing on the movie train, you hear about James Gunn?
Yeah, I heard they're bringing him back for Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I'm glad they're doing that.
Yeah, me too.
If I were James Gunn, I would tell them to fuck off.
Well, you know what? Basically, okay. So here's the deal, man. Like James Gunn is going to do the new Suicide Squad, which is basically going to be kind of a soft reboot. Idris Elba is actually taking over the Deadshot role for Will Smith, which I actually like, because I think Idris Elba, to me, I like his acting better than Will Smith, and that's just
me. Why did you choose Idris Elba?
Huh?
Why did you choose Idris Elba? They could have chosen anyone.
Wait. Well, they wanted to continue with that.
Millions of actors out there. They could have what?
They wanted. I guess they wanted to continue. They wanted to continue. They wanted to do it because what's her name?
Oh, it's a soft reboot. They're not doing a complete.
No. Yeah, they're not doing, because what's her name?
Okay.
Shit, Margot Robbie's coming back to play Harley Quinn.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But they are bringing in was it Peacemaker or
Cool.
and they're switching genders with him, so now it's a her. They're bringing a Polka Dot Man, and they're bringing in another person. But they haven't said whether or not they're bringing back Captain Boomerang or
Did
Slipknot.
you say Polka Dot Man?
I did say Polka Dot because James Gunn, man, he's fucking directing. So basically, he's gonna make the Suicide Squad, which is actually called the Suicide Squad instead of being called Suicide Squad 2. Idris Elba's gonna play Floyd Lawton, Deadshot, and Margot Robbie's back as Harley Quinn. And from what people are gathering, they're actually going with one where Floyd Lawton doesn't have a daughter. It's like John Ostrander. Is that how? What is it, John?
The writer?
Yeah.
Ostrander.
Yeah, Ostrander. Yeah. They're going. Yeah, I can never pronounce that guy's last name, man. It's fucking tough for me. But apparently there's a story arc, and this is all speculation, but some people have been saying that they're going off of the story arc where Floyd has an abusive father. He tries to kill his father, but ends up killing his brother. And next thing you know, or no, his father kills his brother, and then he goes back later on and kills his father. It's really fucking. I mean, it's really dark, man. Apparently, this. And I guess it was in the comics, the Suicide Squad comics of the 80s. And I'm like, God damn, man, if they go for that, yeah, I could totally see Idris Elba playing that role because better than Will Smith. But Will Smith he's shooting Bright 2 and Bad Boys for Life, which I'm just like, I don't care about Bad Boys. I don't know why the fuck after.
It's one of those too late sequels that they're trying to milk to death, and that's been happening a lot lately. Sequels after 12 years. Stop. Stop.
That's like they're doing Bill and Ted 3, and it's been like fucking years, man. Or no, more than that, because Bogus Journey came out like 92. It's like fucking A, man. Yeah. I remember I rented that shit on VHS. I remember that shit went straight to fucking VHS. That didn't even show out in the fucking movie theater, at least where I was at. That never came out in movie theater. Because I saw Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure in the movie theater when I was a kid.
Yeah, I did too. I loved it.
Yeah, I did too. I love Socrates.
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 Dude.
Oh man. But
the answer is blowing in the wind. These are the days. The rest of the world. Something is afoot at the Circle K.
Something's afoot at the Circle K. Oh yeah, because that's where it showed up. Yeah. Dude, it's been so long since I've seen it. Wow, it's
remember when your mom was a senior and we were freshmen? Shut up, Ted.
No, fucking
Wild Stallions.
I remember, man. They had Bill and Ted the fucking cartoon, man, the animated cartoon for a bit. I watched that, man.
It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Bill and Ted, good stuff. But then again, I can't see how a sequel can really be successful at this point. I hope that it is.
Yeah, God, man. That's like
look what happened to Anchorman 2.
The what?
It fell apart on re-entry. Anchorman 2.
Oh yeah.
See, it's like they had a first solid half, and the rest of the movie just tumbled like a satellite coming back into the atmosphere and broke apart.
Oh man. But yeah,
Lord.
I am looking forward to the Guardians, man. Guardians get.
But I'm serious. James Gunn should have told them to pound sand.
Well, I think
after the way they treated him.
I think what happened was, because number one, he okay, so I will say this, man, like some of those tweets, I mean, they were from like 12 years ago. They were from like 2000. Well, okay, so I'm sorry, 9 years ago. So they were from like a lot of the ones, especially like the fucking ones that had talking about raping and pedophilia and stuff like that. You know, which were supposed to be bad jokes. I'm guessing from what he says, those happened back in 2010. He actually did an apology about it 2012, and this was before Guardians of the Galaxy. This was even before he got fucking hired on. And also too, so they fired him, and plus, I think it ties in with the Fox Disney merger because at like was it 12:02, the Fox Disney merger happened on Tuesday the 20th. So
Yeah,
that went through. So now,
I
so
imagine Disney took him aside and said, "Look, we're going to make a big pretense of firing you for these texts, these tweets that you sent out 10 years ago that were jokes. And then we're going to let the heat settle down a little bit. And then we'll pull you back in." I could see them doing it.
See, I thought it was good too because basically you have him going over. He's basically like the first director from like Marvel or DC to kind of like basically double dip, go to Warner Brothers and fucking Disney now because he's making fucking because he's under contract to make Suicide Squad first, and then
he went to Warner Brothers right away too.
Yeah,
right away. They
Warner Brothers
him up
his ass
like
up,
that.
yeah. Because they're like, hey, you don't like pedophile jokes, man, motherfucker? We don't mind. Hell, shit. He apologized. Sayonara, motherfuckers. You done lost your fucking golden, your cash cow, man. Your golden fucking goose.
Yeah.
You know?
They took him.
Fuck
him
that.
right away.
Yeah. I mean.
And then Disney got jealous, like a jilted girlfriend, tried to get him back.
Exactly, man. It's like they don't even give a fuck, man. Like who you with.
Warner Brothers.
They just like
Warner Brothers bought him a new car. I can't have Warner Brothers buying him a new car. He'll never come back.
Yeah, it's just I mean, I don't think that I mean there were bad jokes, man, and the way I look at it, it's like, he apologized, man, and also too is like how long is long enough until like you served your penance or stuff like that.
And he was younger at the time. He said some dumb stuff online, thought he was being edgy.
Yeah.
At a time, it didn't think it'd come back and haunt him. And nowadays, everything seems to come back and haunt you, no matter how offhanded your comment was. It's an age of offense and being offended, and if you're not offended, well, damn it, I'm offended that you're not offended enough.
Well, I mean, that's like somebody, man, they could dissect, this fucking show, like this episode, and be like, oh, well, you're the fucking, the way you looked when Chris said this about the Nazis.
Yeah.
I saw that look in your eye, and that means that's a signal. That means that you're really a Nazi, handsome Cobra. That's
you mentioned the word Nazi.
Are you fucking out of your goddamn mind? It's like
you mentioned the word Nazi on your show, so you're pro-Nazi.
Oh yeah, exactly. It's like,
Chris intimated that that Hitler was a cuck for a bunch of Jewish guys before he became the Führer. So he must be a Nazi. What?
I mean, man, I got gypsy blood in me. I probably have some Jewish blood in me somewhere too, man. Shit, I don't know. I mean, I'm like Eastern European and shit. Goddamn, man. It's like
I got time for no one for people who just like throwing labels around.
Yeah.
For a group of people that don't like to be labeled, people sure do like to label people, don't they?
Oh yes, man. So what do you think about the Fox Disney merger real quick, man? Do you think it's good? Think it's bad?
The Fox Disney merger, I think it's good for comic fans. Other than that, I've got a real issue with it when it comes to antitrust laws. I think they're dangerously close to becoming a monopoly that may be broken apart by the government.
So
they're soaking up way too many properties.
do you think that the government should break them up? I mean, are you thinking that they're going to become like a mega corporation? Like it's going to be like fucking Blade Runner and shit?
They have already become a mega corporation. There are very few studios out there that can compete with them. They own hundreds of different IPs now that they bought. I do I think the government should step in? Not yet. Are they close? One more merger of this size, and I'd say yeah.
Yeah,
the government's going to step in and they're going to break them apart.
Because now they own 60% of Hulu, and that's what. And they just because I didn't even know this, man. I knew they had Fox, 20th Century Fox, and then they had Fox Searchlight. I didn't know they had Fox 2000, which is basically first Fox Searchlight, which is basically like your $3 to $10 million movies, like your indie projects, kind of like The Wrestler and stuff like that, Black Swan, like your Oscar bait, I guess, more or less. And then 20th Century Fox, your spectacle, X-Men and stuff like that. And then Fox 2000 was more of like your middle ground, more of like the $50 million to like $70 million range, kind of like the movies that kind of like what we grew up with, like fucking Ghostbusters and shit,
Yeah.
And kind of like that type of budget. Well, they're basically did away with that, so now no one knows what's going on. So is Disney not in the model of making like the 30 to $70 million movie anymore? Is it just going to be either Oscar bait, low budget films like indie projects and fucking big ass $200 million movie spectacles now? I mean, or is it going to be like from one extreme to another? I mean, is there?
I really hope not. I really hope not. And I think that at this point, though, Disney right now is putting all their eggs in one basket with the comic movies.
Yeah.
I do sense some hero fatigue coming on. I think some people who are diehard comic fans are just tired of trying to keep up with these movies. And none of them are really different than the others. I mean, they're all pretty much the same film over and over again, with different small twists and turns. There are exceptions out there. Winter Soldier was an incredible spy movie, and Dark Knight was a great murder mystery kind of crime film. But pretty much all the rest of them have been pretty similar movies. And I think that unless they do something drastically different and start telling good, solid stories that don't necessarily completely rely on huge budget special effects, people are just going to start moving away from them.
Well, see, that's the thing about like I didn't know this about Shazam. Shazam only has a budget of $90 million, and like talking about that, like that's actually one movie I'm like really looking forward to because it's big meets Home Alone meets like the Goonies type shit, and that's
different.
And that's like,
when it comes to superhero films. It has a different slant. It really does.
Yeah, and it's like even just from the fucking trailers, you can feel the vibe. I mean, they reference apparently they reference Superman and Batman, and like in Freddie Freeman in one of the fucking trailers, he has an Aquaman T-shirt on, like the Jason Momoa like symbol.
Yeah,
and so the Justice League art. So it is the DCEU, even though they're like, hey, we're breaking them up. But it's this movie still set in the DCEU universe. So Wonder Woman's there. So, and stuff like that. And that's and I like that. I don't really. That's like what I can swear to God, man. I could watch Captain Marvel, even though we said I hope it breaks $1 billion. I hope it is $1 billion movie, but I don't need to see it. I could wait till that motherfucker comes out on like fucking I was gonna say Netflix, but by the time it comes out on Netflix, it won't be on fucking Netflix. It'll be on Disney Plus. Because I'll probably get Disney Plus just because of the fucking Mandalorian and the Star Wars stuff. But I'll wait for it. I don't need to see it in the movie.
I'll wait till it comes out on 4K. Like I said before, I know that it's just like I did with Ant-Man and Ant-Man and the Wasp. I waited till they came out and watched them at home. Spider-Man: Homecoming. I didn't go to the theater to see that. I waited till it came out on 4K, and I'm glad I did. It was a fantastic film, and I enjoyed it more at home than I could have at the theater.
Yeah, I didn't see
that with my TV. You could attest.
Yeah, I didn't see Spider-Man until like fuck, man. I got it on sale for like $13, man, at Target.
Yeah. I do want to see the new Spider-Man film coming out.
Yeah, Far From Home. That does look good though, man. I may have to see that one in a movie theater. But yeah.
And I love Mysterio. He's one of my favorite Spider-Man villains.
Yeah, I think Jake Gyllenhaal is going to do a phenomenal job with the character, man. I've never been big into Quentin. What is it, Backpack? Whatever the fuck his name is. Yeah, I've never been big. I mean, the only story arc I've ever really liked him in was Guardian Devil, and that was the Kevin Smith Joe Quesada run for Marvel Knights Daredevil. That's the only, and that dude was like riddled with cancer. He was fucking dying. That's the only reason why I actually liked it, because I'm like, you're taking this like, dumb, quirky, fucking Spider-Man villain and actually putting him kind of like what they did with fucking Kingpin, putting him into the Daredevil universe, like, just to burrow over. And you're actually giving him some depth, some story, you're making him very integral to this telling, and it's actually making me care about the character a bit.
I remember Mysterio from when I was a kid, from the original Ditko Lee stories, just rereading those in the books that I got from the library because I couldn't afford, to go out and buy a lot of comics as a kid. And just the fact that he was a special effects guy that used movie magic to carry out these really cool heists and get Spider-Man in trouble, and he just always fascinated me as a character. I liked him. They don't use him a lot so much anymore. I don't think. I haven't seen him a whole lot, but I like him.
Yeah, I mean Quentin Beck he's come back. Like I know I know he's back in the books, like the original Mysterio. But yeah, they'll probably have him back again because of the movie Far From Home. And but yeah, like what you were talking about before, man. I mean, that's one of those things. That's why I'm so hyped and so jazzed for Shazam. Captain Marvel, Billy Batson, and just hearing the good word of mouth, the positivity from critics and people who saw the advanced screening like 2 weeks ago, almost a fucking month before the movie came out. And that's like in 2 weeks, man, I'm probably going to be in the fucking movie theater fucking watching it, man. Like, oh shit.
Look at Kick-Ass. It wasn't a big budget movie. The story was original. It was a great original superhero movie. And it kind of broke the mold. It didn't follow any of your typical superhero trappings. And it was excellent. It is wonderfully rewatchable. I'll rewatch it time and time again. Whereas some of the Marvel movies, I don't feel the need to rewatch. I don't have to rewatch Ant-Man or Doctor Strange. I have them. I'll rewatch them, but I don't feel the urge to, but when I think about Kick-Ass, you know what? I'll throw that in because it's different. And I think that they need to start moving away from the formula a little bit. It's a little too, I mean, for a while there, it seemed like at the end of every Marvel movie, especially at the beginning of Phase 1, it seemed like at the end of every big Marvel movie, something crashed into the planet,
Well, that's what my thing with like Endgame. I think after, because what people are calling Endgame is basically the end of the Infinity Saga. So like because it's gonna be a 20-second movie in this basically this fucking kind of like tome of storytelling, and this is going to wrap it up, and probably if I were to speculate, Carol Danvers is Captain Marvel is going to take over the Steve Rogers Captain America part. I don't care if Steve Rogers lives, dies. I would rather him just not die and just kind of be more of like a director of S.H.I.E.L.D. type. You know, kind of like how he was in Jonathan Hickman's run, or just kind of like, you know what, I deserve a vacation. I'm just gonna go off and see the world, you know, and not as Nomad, not as Captain America, but just as Steve fucking Rogers, you know, and find my place in the world. There you go, Captain. It's all yours, you know.
Well, and you know, Robert Downey's got to step down from that role.
Oh yeah,
as Iron Man. He's just getting too old.
He's just like, I mean, you probably,
he's
you
just
know,
too old to play the role.
I mean, you're probably going to see him and fucking Iron Man and fucking Captain America hold hands and find out that they had romantic feelings for each other all along, and, you know, get fucking hitched in Vegas, and
then just skip off into the sunset.
Yeah, pretty much, you know, like with some posies in the fucking hands and just singing Tula-Lula-Lura, you know. But no, I would, and then a great title would be like the New Avengers, you know, going off of Brian Michael Bendis' run of New Avengers, where you can, because they're making Shang-Chi, Master of Kung Fu. They're making that movie. They announced
that'll be awesome.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that shit, dude. I love Shang-Chi, man.
See, and that's what I'm talking about.
But I love Iron Fist more, though, man. I do love Iron Fist more. Shang-Chi's badass motherfucker.
But that's what I'm talking about when I say different. They have so many neat characters that they can dig into, you know, especially that huge crop of characters that hit during the 70s and 80s.
Oh yeah, man.
You know, that they can use. You know,
I would
Morbius, a living vampire movie, would be a phenomenal film.
Well, they're making it. Jared Leto. He's Morbius. That's
awesome.
That's Sony, man. They're you know, since they made the Venom, they're making Morbius, Jared Leto, and that looks cool. I just hope he doesn't have the fucked up face, man, like the bat, like his nose, and you know, I wouldn't mind.
Does it bother you?
Man, it just looks fucking disgusting.
Creepy, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm just like, because it's just it's fucking weird. But yeah, it looked like he's been hitting parked cars, man. You know, chasing after him.
He has been.
But no, man, I love the backstory about Shang-Chi, man. How he's the son of Fu Manchu and shit, and he's like the most badass kung fu motherfucker on the planet. You know, even more badass than he don't need the goddamn Iron Fist. You know, he's like, I don't need some like glow rod motherfucker. I am an Iron goddamn Fist. You know, my whole body's a fucking Iron Fist.
Tough, but he's tough, but he still can't beat Cap.
It's like Shao Lao bends the knee to me, bitch. You know, it's like
he still can't beat Cap. He still can't beat Cap. Shang-Chi, no. Shang-Chi. Yeah, he can't beat Cap. No.
Captain America.
Iron Fist can't even come close to beating Cap.
Well, yeah.
Both those guys would get smoked by Cap.
I do like well, see, that's like, I do like Iron Fist, man. I do have, maybe it's just a costume because he has like that badass
costume's cool, dude.
I know it is, man. I mean, if Shang-Chi were to become the Iron Fist, I would be like, yes, this is what I've been waiting for. This is a great matchup. Shang-Chi, the immortal Iron Fist. I'm like, Master of Kung Fu.
Dragon on the chest, that'd be cool.
Oh yeah, man, dude. He would be, dude. It would just, he look ball, dude. I would love it if the dragon like went across the kind of like spiraled around his arm or some shit. That'd be fucking baller, man. It's like, you know,
like some Yakuza shit.
Huh?
Like some Yakuza shit. If
the
tail went around his
I mean,
chunk of his body and it went down his leg, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, because that'd be pretty fucking baller, man. Like, yeah. Hell yeah.
All right, man. I think I'm gonna have to wrap it up for the evening.
That means that the old folks need to go to bed now.
It's old folk does.
All right, brother.
Before I
Well, hey,
start
man.
snoring on air.
What's that? Start snoring on air. Well, thank you everybody for coming out and hanging out with us. Sorry we started
God bless
late.
everybody. Thank you for putting up with me being not 100%. So.
No. Well, I'll take the heat on that one. I mean, the technical did. I had to restart my machine. I think it was a little bit of column A, column B.
I restarted mine.
Yeah, when you restarted your after my internet went out and I don't know what the fuck happened. So I was just like, all right, fuck this. That's why.
Yep.
Did it? Okay. Yeah, because I was like, all right, fuck this. I'm just gonna because I actually just shut my shit down, restarted it, booted up everything, and that's why I had to give you new credentials and all that jazz. But yes, but hey, thank you so much, everybody. Once again, like the video, subscribe to the channel, share with your friends.
Love it.
Thank you so much, Chris.
I wanted to talk to you about possibly having a special guest on the show soon.
Okay. Well, hey, I'll let us close it out and we can talk off air real quick. Okay. So, all right. Thank you once again, everybody. Love to all. God bless. And as always, you know the magic word. Aloha.